Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Tania Davies, the Success Slow Coach, speaker, trainer and therapist, and owner and founder of the Mindful Impact Wellness Hub. Today I am joined by the lovely Lara Jezeph. Hi Lara, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you so much for joining me today on my interview series. It's been an absolute honour and privilege to get to know you over the last couple of years. And we've probably known each other for how long now?
For a couple of years now. My son's a bit longer. My
About
son's
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually initially trained you in hypnobirthing back in the day. And
Yes.
today, but you're actually joining me in a different perspective. Today, I'm introducing you as actually a global life coach, personal trainer, and yin yoga instructor, as well as the owner and founder of Virtual PT. That's a mouthful, but it sounds amazing.
Sound impressive.
Well, you are impressive. I have to say that's why you're joining me. Reality. So look, let's just get started by explaining to our listeners today a little bit about who you are and the people that you actually work with.
Yes. Okay. I'm known as a lifestyle coach, and I specialize in working with mums. I never used to be, but I became a mum, and then I really found my passion, and I help them. I'm sort of in between postnatal rehab and strength and conditioning. So I'm that middle person between PT and physio, and I help them feel better, move better, and look better. And it suits their lifestyle, because mums are busy now. They've got other challenges. They've got new bodies to deal with, and they can't be doing things like counting calories and jumping around doing HIIT exercises, because it's just not going to work.
Nobody's got time for counting calories.
And most people, well, for me, you might piss yourself. You have a good pelvic floor to start with.
Yeah. Having had 2 children, I'm hearing you. Yeah, your work is absolutely essential. But you're also a global life coach. So tell us, do you work with people all over the world?
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps that I'm from the UK. So I have contacts in the UK, and people follow me on social media since when I was living there, just over 3 years ago. And then building a new connection and a new community here in Australia. So people can work with me online from the UK. I actually have followers in Australia and Canada as well, because I did a little stint there, and that's a bit more information.
You're a global citizen.
Yeah. Yes, I like to mix it up.
Yeah. So the reason you're here with me today is we're actually going to dive a little bit deeply into your unique perspective, your story, but also your unique perspective and your struggles as you've gone through in terms of slowing down in your world. Now, I haven't had anyone on here who's a PT, so as we're going, I would love some little tidbits from your perspective and all the mums, the busy mums, as you said, that you work with, and the struggles they have. But let's start with a little bit of an idea of what is your story about slowing down.
Okay. It wasn't something that I chose to slow down with. It was part of the universe telling me what to do, because I wasn't going to slow down. And it was I guess it was my past life, because my background's marketing and PR. I worked as a director in communications for a security firm and private investigation firm. And I was hitting it hard. I traveled a lot. I started getting sick, but I didn't know I was getting sick. I was just pushing the boundaries. I would just take painkillers to deal with the issue. And I was very stressed as well. So when you're in communications and marketing, you have to talk a lot to people. You have to go to networking events, doing lots of flights back and forth. I was burning the candle at both ends, as my mother says.
Yeah.
And I was young. I didn't think that was an issue. And also the people at part of the company were like, it's powerful to start at 4 a.m. You're ahead of the game, and it's a badge of honor. So I was like, cool, I'm part of the cool club, so I'm going to keep going. And it's weak to be sick. So I didn't listen to myself being sick. I had, I think, about 4 urine infections in the space of 3 months.
Wow.
And the 4th one, I was like, boom, it went. I didn't have to go and get antibiotics. Little did I know it had moved up to my bladder and then to my kidneys. So I was then hospitalized for 7 days. Even then, on my hospital bed with a drip, I had my PA come in and was taking notes, and was making sure things were getting sorted. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll be back in a day, whatever.
We just don't listen, do we?
It's mental. And this just seems like a completely different person from now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a very similar story to you, but having come from marketing communications myself, yeah. And it really is. We do consider a badge of honor. We want to fit in. We want to be doing the right thing. Well, we at least want to be seen to be doing the right thing, that's for sure. So tell me, in terms of that journey that you went on, did you have any kind of epiphany moment that it's time to start slowing down?
Not at that time. I didn't. It took a few more knocks to myself, my health, my stress, to realize actually I'm not putting myself first. Why is that? What's happening? Why?
So what was the final straw then?
I changed jobs. It was a bit more of a like FU to all of the marketing and the communications world. So I was like, this is too much, and like you're screwing me over, and I'm letting you.
Yeah.
So I ended up qualifying as a personal trainer, and then it opened up a lot of doors for me, and it was very easy. Things started flowing. I started understanding more about my health because I was looking into my own health and why I was dealing with all of these food intolerances and IBS issues and severe aches and really bad wind, like gut rot horror wind. And it was just not normal. So I followed the health route, and it just took me down there.
It's a very similar story that I hear from a lot of people. I mean, you and I are very much alike. I took that exact same health journey.
Yeah.
But at least we both admit that we did it to ourselves through a lack of knowledge as what else was out there for us.
Yeah.
But then you know different.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to educate people now as to, hey, there is something different out there. And that's what the whole slow leadership movement is about. It's about going, you do not need to be what you've exactly just described, wearing that badge of honor, but killing yourself at the same time, just for a job.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, I'm really interested now to know, in terms of your perspective, having been in the corporate world, why do you think people struggle so much to slow down?
It does seem to be a thing that you have to work hard to get anywhere. And so working hard means lack of sleep. It means quick, fast food. It means drinking alcohol to get you through, drinking alcohol to sleep, taking lots of coffee to wake you up in the morning. Yeah. It's not seen as a done thing to be like, oh, I'm going to meditate in the morning, and actually I'm not going to answer my emails until 9 a.m. because I'm more worthy. I am enough to do that. I'm putting myself first, and actually I become a better person. Even though you do become a better person, you become more productive once you actually step back. And only experiencing myself, I still have to constantly tell myself this as well, and step back and be like, actually, I've pushed it too much.
Yeah.
But you are a better person for other people and to your family when you step back, and you can be a successful person by stepping back and slowing down. It doesn't have to be this go, 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 go until I max out and my health is just down, and then I'll just recover and then go up again.
I want every single person to hear that message loudly and very clearly. It is what I speak about all the time, that your productivity and well-being are not matched to how fast you're going. In fact, it's the complete opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I took up yin yoga. Slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would be your key piece of advice for people that are listening today that are stuck in that rat race that we've once been in? What would you be saying to them now? What was the whisper in their ear?
I heard this thing, and I keep reminding myself of it. Someone said to me, you're not a human doing, you're a human being. And it stuck with me. And I guess it's knowing that, and knowing, like, what are you striving for? What are you doing each day? Why are you constantly trying to busy yourself? Often when I'm working with clients, they're coming to me, they're trying to lose weight, for example. They generally just don't need to do exercise. They've done too much. Their cortisol's super high because they're busy, busy, busy.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of stuff working in, which they're like, hang on a minute, I shouldn't be training hard to lose weight.
Yep.
And actually, when they come with me, we generally do mobility stuff. We do breathing exercises. We do walking barefoot. You should see some people coming in and being like, you want me to take my shoes off and walk in the grass? How is that going to make me lose weight?
Yeah.
Generally, they do, because they're not in this fight or flight response all the time.
Yeah. The last thing they need is extra adrenaline. Yeah. Yeah. So what kind of personal tools do you actually use then? You said it's a constant reminder from the universe to keep yourself in check. What kind of tools do you actually use? And one assumes that you use yin yoga very regularly to keep yourself there. What else is going on for you to keep yourself in a slow space?
My son is very helpful, actually, at making me be very present. So I have allotted days that I work, and I'm very scheduled with my phone in that I have work blocks that I work through, and I also block in time to have lunch and time to do a beach walk. And this is scheduled in. And then on the days that I'm not working, I'm very present with my son. And he helps me because he's like, Mummy, give me attention. And this is downtime for me as well, because you're just there. You can't even have your phone on you because he's just like here playing with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That helps me a lot, but definitely scheduling it in as part of if you're scheduling in stuff to do busyness, you might as well schedule in your working in stuff too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's exactly one of the tools that I use with me and my clients, is that downtime, that self-care, whatever you want to give it, what label, it really is about bringing yourself back into the present moment, because that is the only place that we can make change, right? And it starts now, again, present moment, and children are magnificent, I suppose is the word I'm looking for there, when it does come to bringing you back into that moment. I have to say, with two kids growing up very fast in my household, I absolutely have to remind myself that if I find myself on a phone for too long, what is the example I'm also setting for them?
Definitely.
So park it. You know, I keep saying, oh, I'm doing work. Yes, you are. But there's a time and a place for that. And it's not 9 o'clock at night. So I hear you on that one. So even though you do the amazing work you do with your clients, and you know, you're scheduling in and you're being present with your son, we all still have challenges. What are still some of your challenges that you keep tripping up on every now and then, and how do you bring yourself back?
Yeah, we are human, aren't we?
Remember, we're being human today.
Yes, exactly. We're human beings.
Yes.
I guess I'm very good at moving on to the next thing and not praising myself and appreciating what I've actually just achieved. So I'm trying to be, I'm not saying trying, I am being more aware. So for example, when I did an event, I then moved on straight into doing this training course, and then moved on into doing my some free online classes for yoga when COVID lockdown hit. And I just hit rock bottom, and I was like, okay, that's why I'm not even just being aware of what I've just achieved. Like, there was a massive thing that I did, an event of 90 people, but I didn't look at it and didn't appreciate what had just happened. So this is what I'm focusing on, being more grateful of what I've actually done in my day and my week, rather than constantly striving for more and more and more.
Yeah, there's an endless checkbox system that we seem to have, and we will continue to get them. It's not going anywhere.
No, we won't get it.
What are we scared on missing out on? It's a really interesting conversation that I have with a lot of people, this fear of missing out. But I very much hear you in that space, and thank you for bringing that to our attention, because when we don't do that self-awareness thing and keep checking in and actually going, why are we doing this in the first place? Allowing yourself to feel a sense of accomplishment and pride is very important, and a bit of self-compassion too.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd like to know now, from a leadership perspective, because you've been in, you know, high-level marketing roles, the entire organization, from my perspective, will benefit supremely when we have conscious leaders running the joint. And what does that mean? It means a slower pace and a lot more self-love, self-compassion going on. But what is it from your perspective? What benefits do you think a slower pace, a slower leadership style will actually bring to the corporate world?
I guess, you know, you lead from the top, and if you're seeing someone who is successful, and you see them taking regular lunch breaks. It's so bad at the moment. People do not take lunch breaks, and they think it's going to look negatively on them for going outside for an hour when you're allotted this hour lunch break. If you see your boss is doing it, and if you see your boss saying, go enjoy the sunshine, go out for lunch, I'm going for a barefoot walk around the block, imagine what the workplace would be like. And the productivity, like you won't get that afternoon slump of, I've just been running on coffee all day, and then 3 p.m. hits and I need that chocolate bar and that quick coffee fix to get me through the rest of the day. It would just be amazing. Imagine if they had like a corner room of like yoga mats and bean bags where you can actually, you're told to go and have 10 minutes, you know, just to do some breath work because your back's aching, or because I've noticed that you're hunching forward a little bit. Yeah, imagine absolutely. The productivity.
Absolutely. And imagine the camaraderie as well.
Yeah. Yo, mate, just done a 10-minute meditation. Good for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Or did you go to your happy place? Absolutely, yeah. I did.
Why can't it be like that rather than, yes, mate, you worked like 12 hours straight and you only got 4 hours sleep?
Yeah, and unfortunately I get to see those people when they have done all those hard yards for all those years, and then they've got health problems and they're coming in to see me and going, there's all the doctors under the sun can't work out what's going on. There's something in my mind. And it's like, well, yes, let's start there. Why don't we do a proactive approach and start there first? Certainly, and this is why I keep talking to people about the slow leadership movement, because I personally believe that when we can change it from the top, exactly like you've just said, that's where we're going to see real change filter down through the organisation. It's all well and good telling someone to go and meditate, and you just sitting in your office for 10 hours straight.
And you feel isolated. People around you will be like, oh, it's a weird hippie.
That's right, I've been told that for a while.
Yeah.
The hippie that wears the suit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So yeah, thank you for sharing your message today. I would really, really love for those people that would like to work with Lara personally, one-on-one in the virtual PT space, or even getting to know you in terms of being a life coach as well. I think it's so important to work in that headspace. I'm going to include all of Lara's contact details into the description, the comments. Please like, share, comment. We love seeing the comments. It's good fun. And for those people that you know need to hear this message, definitely land it in their inbox for them. Lara, thank you so much for joining me today and for actually helping me spread the word about the slow leadership movement.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Everyone take care, and we'll all see you soon. Bye.
Bye.